Hello there, everybody. My name is Jacob, and I'm with my good friend Justin.
Yes, you are.
Okay. And today, we would like to talk to you about the first 5 episodes of a series called Ultraman Z.
The
And,
latest in the Ultraman series.
yes, well, actually, no, that's not entirely
Really?
true. I think No. It might be because I think Trigger starts airing just in like a week from now.
Huh.
And then Capital Combat, The Return of RoboCop.
Reminder, Capital Combat 90.
Yes, Capital Combat
As if
90.
they ever did this again.
Yes, and it is.
Oh,
Oh
boy.
my god, it is. It's an okay show. If you like tag matches from the '80s, you'll love it.
If you like tag matches with a illegal man is the one who gets the win, sure. Both times.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Anyways, let's talk about Ultraman.
Wrestling's a sport, right?
Yeah, and we also have one other thing which we'll talk about at the end.
I'll take the helm on that one,
Yeah.
but let's begin.
Let's talk about Ultraman. So, Ultraman is a series. Well, supposedly this is the first of the podcast. It's the first one that we're talking about that actually aired recently, because this aired last year from the time that we were recording this.
If you don't count when we talked about Zenkaiger and Dino Fury, then yes.
Yeah, but that was in like the pilot, and as we all know, pilots don't count.
Sure.
But but for Ultraman is kind of a show I've only recently started getting into. I'm always was more.
I have an
Kamen Rider.
interesting observation.
What is it?
So you have Kamen Rider, right?
Yeah.
That's normal sized dude, fights normal sized monster, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Super Sentai. Normal sized dudes fight large monster in large mech. And then you have Ultraman. Big guy fight big monster.
And
Progression.
He's technically also an alien, if you want to be technical.
And they all sound like Godzilla.
Yeah. Well, that's because the guy who made, as many of you know, the guy who made Ultraman made Godzilla.
And the company that makes Godzilla made an Ultraman ripoff known as Jet Jaguar.
No, well, actually, Toa. Wait, no, oh yeah, I
He
forgot
was
this.
in a Godzilla movie?
No, well, Ultraman and Godzilla actually did a crossover in the form of a video game. It's like a soccer game. It's Ultra.
Okay.
It's I forgot what game it was, but something. And then
Ever played Mega Man Soccer?
I have passed by it a few times at like some local game stores.
Also, there's this really cool Power Rangers fighting game that's awesome.
Oh, I played that Battle for the Grid.
That, and there's one on the Super Nintendo that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the Super. No, I thought that was the Genesis. The Genesis.
It's
is
on some 16-bit console. I played it on an emulator anyway.
Okay,
Back
anyways,
to Ultraman.
Fucking Ultraman. So, allow me to read the synopsis. In the past,
Yes.
the devil Spintlers. I forgot how you pronounce it. Which was scattered across space. Today, the Splinterers are causing chaos throughout the universe, while the Ultra Heroes fight to restore the peace to the galaxy. A mysterious being uses these items and its despicable schemes to destroy the planets one by one. And now that evil is being approached. That evil approaches the land of light. In its way, the gallant Ultraman Zero and his disciple Ultraman Z at the end
Zed.
of the fierce. Oh, yeah, Zed. I hate that pronunciation.
All right, let's talk about that for a second.
Okay.
If the world says Z, we say Z, get over it.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks. I mean, I get why, because obviously Japanese and American pronunciation are so different. However, I'm always used to just pronouncing it Z.
Yes, because you're American.
Yeah, pretty much. At the end of a few.
correct pronunciation, we say Ultraman.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. At the end of a fierce battle, Ze challenges the monster alone, making his way towards Earth. Meanwhile, a Earth defense force to combat routine monster appearances. The anti-monster robot force Storage is formed and joined by hot-blooded youth, and I'm gonna mispronounce this, Haoki Nakasao. I'm just gonna say it.
By the way, worst robot design ever.
Yeah. I mean,
It looks like it's sad.
I'm just gonna call him Hulky because I forgot how you pronounce his last name. When a monster from space invades Earth, Zeh and Hulky have their fateful encounter. Here begins the passionate story of two young heroes' battle.
You just read that off the wiki?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
In my defense, we're recording this I watched this like 2 weeks after I watched Zeh, because I was legitimately interested in it.
Yes.
But
it took a while.
Yeah. So, firstly, I want to share some things that I found interesting. Some things that separate Ultraman from like other Sentais. One is that the Ultraman and like their users are like two kind of different things. Like the Ultraman are their own their own species compared to something like Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, when for the most part those are just like regular suits, which I think is actually pretty cool.
What are these guys made out of that is silver and red and looked like a suit?
Oh god.
What are these guys even? What are they?
I think it's explained in like one of the movies or something.
Speaking of movies,
oh yeah, we did get
every single one of these episodes has an ad for
the English
version of this new movie, the Absolute Conspiracy, and I must tell you, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, I think, we watched this on we didn't watch it from fan subs or like the Fish or like Shout Factory. Instead, Superaya.
Nope, this is straight from Superaya.
Yeah, which is awesome, and I really wish Toei would do the same that Superaya does when trying to push for an international.
They started doing it with OG Kamen Rider, didn't they? On their channel.
They did original Kamen Rider, Kuga, and now they're going to be doing Ryuki and 01 in the future.
Nice.
Yeah.
I need to finish 01.
But I'm not really the biggest fan of like the giant kaiju battles in like Sentai, but here I feel like it works a lot better, just because I feel like the action is paced much more. It feels like it feels like a legitimate fight.
For starters, the robot isn't CGI, so
yeah, it's a well, even in Sentai, it's not CGI. It's an actual actor with a suit.
Well, like, for most of the actual shots of the thing just standing there, it is a guy, but for, like, the action scenes, it is usually, like, CGI.
Yeah, a mix of CGI and actual actors, but
it takes the anime route, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Anime CGI is bad, by the way.
Yeah. I personally really liked the fights in the show.
They're good.
They're good. They feel, like I said before, like a kind of like an actual fight. It flows very well. I feel like
the monsters don't do as much.
Yeah.
As like Sentai guys do, because like they're just regular animals basically.
Yeah, they're alien dudes.
They're kaiju. They're kaiju.
Yeah. I feel like Haoki and his partners, they're pretty cool. Haoki is my favorite type of tokusatsu character. The
laziest catchphrase ever.
Oh yeah, what is this catchphrase in the show?
K.
It's
just K.
Okay, that's admittedly kind of fucking lame.
He says K like 5 times per episode, and it's like, god damn it.
And I think Zeh like eventually uses it, right?
Probably. Also, they say he has a weird way of talking, but the subtitles don't really convey that.
I think it obviously would make more sense if you know Japanese.
Probably. All this shit would probably make more sense if I knew Japanese. Then I wouldn't have to watch subtitles.
Yeah. I felt like most of the characters were pretty good. It felt very run of the mill. Of course, we only watched the 5 episodes, so like it kind of only gives us like a sampling size of what the series is. Although the series is very short, it's about 25 episodes.
May I say that Ultraman Z is ultimate dad? I'd like to. Because this fucking woman's side character's like Ooh, he's 5,000 years old. Count me in. Wow.
Oh my god, yeah.
I wonder how that works.
Yeah, for some reason, the one of the characters, I forgot her name, she's really into, like, older men, and...
Are Ultramen naked?
Why the fuck did that go... Why is that your full
I
spot?
need to know. I need to know. Is this their skin, or is this a suit?
I assume it's their skin.
So they're Ken doll down there.
Yes.
Alright, well, such for this chick, anyway.
Okay, but,
And the scene where they have to she has to hand him the medal, and he's like miming the shit is like, okay.
It's very... Oh, speaking of that episode, so in episode 3, we get something that we don't see that much. So, I think the head of storage is, like, going over...
So, yeah, the
funding.
The director of storage has to go to, like, a UN meeting or something.
Yeah.
And there are a bunch of white people. It's a miracle.
It's just regular American actors, which is surprising because
and they speak English sometimes with Japanese subtitles.
The only times I really see that in Tokusatsu with Jiraiya in Kakuranger. I think one of the characters from Juko B Fighter spoke English, and so was that one Kamen Rider character from the Faz movie.
To my knowledge, in Kuga, there was this one guy who showed up for like an episode, and he was white.
Yeah.
And then in Lupin Ranger, there's the chief.
Oh. Yeah.
Who is actually African.
Oh wow. Yeah, but it's
African Japanese. Is that a thing?
I mean,
or is it just black?
I think it's just black.
Okay.
But I that was kind of interesting because when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, it's American in a Tokusatsu series.
Hey, it's Ultraman.
Yeah. He goes, it's Ultraman, which I mean is kind of weird. Which I mean, I guess in a world like this where monster attacks and Ultraman are common, it makes sense that Ultraman's kind of a international phenomenon.
Which, like, I guess that's because Ultraman kind of has this more crossover feeling to it, because Ultraman's always had, like, this sometimes being dubbed into English feel to it. Like, even back in the 60s.
Yeah, because...
They dubbed the original Ultraman into English.
United Artists dubbed the series, and then...
I believe I used to have a DVD of that.
Yeah, I do. It did get released on DVD a few times, but
yes.
That I also know that Ultra 7 got dubbed Ultra on both Hawaii and then later in the 90s on TNT.
Also, is this an anniversary season?
Yes, it is, because Ultraman Zaz...
He uses other Ultraman's powers.
Yeah, kind of a combination sort of thing, and we get at the end, we get little stingers of sorts, giving a brief history of the respective Ultraman. So, like, I think at one point we get, like, some kind of thing about Taro? Or Taros? How do you pronounce it?
Now, getting into a bit of the aesthetics of the show, I do like Ultraman Z's
design
suit. It's a little awkward with the extra colors, but still looks good.
Yeah, I like it.
And the second one that they have in the show is cool as well. The more red.
Oh, yeah, because he has multiple forms.
Yes.
And also, speaking of things relating to Ultraman, the fucking theme song, man.
Ultraman Z!
That's one of the main reasons I watch the show, just to listen to that song. I've added it to my Spotify playlist, and it is fucking awesome.
It's up there with, what is that? The one from 01. What the fuck is it called?
0101.
Realize
yeah. But
yeah.
I think
it's terrible singing.
Yeah, I think. But overall, I feel like Ultraman Z. If you haven't watched Ultraman, this might be a good introduction. I personally kind of started watching.
Completely free, by the way.
Yeah,
completely
it's free. So, like, it's worth your time. In fact, all of Ultraman is free because of the stupid. I think it's because of the stupid fucking Shio situation. Do you know about that?
No, I do not. Go on. Explain it for the viewers. I totally know what it is.
So, basically I forgot when, I think late 90s, early 2000s, a company named Shio Productions, based out of China, went up to the president of Super Riot at the time and says, "Hey, your founder, AG Super Riot, allowed me to have the rights to Ultraman outside of Japan, something like that, I believe." And the document that he provided was kind of very inaccurate. Like, it had various typos and incomplete show counts, and overall just it was very sketchy. But the most significant thing was that at the very end there was like a little stamp, and apparently in Japan that's kind of to give your like approval, and so it shows that apparently AG Super Riot agreed to that. And so for years they've been in this constant court battle that only wrapped up recently, and for a while Chayo had only had the license, only the license for the original Ultra series, the Showa series, for everywhere outside of Japan. And now recently they finally wrapped it up. Yeah, it's a long story, and like there's various videos about it, and I think it's actually Chayo's trying to sue them again for something. But,
all right, well, he's just a fuckwad at that point.
Chayo actually did work with Super Riot before this, with Hanuman, with like it's some films with their own tokusatsu character. Where they did like 2 films with Super Riot, but they also tried doing a film with Kamen Rider. And what happened?
Boy.
What happened was this is fucking hilarious in my opinion. It's called Hanuman and like the 7 Riders or something. And what happened was, Toei said, "Hey, don't use our characters. We don't want to collaborate with you." And Shai was like, "Okay." They made a film. He made the film anyways with like his own costumes, and it's super weird. I kind of want to watch it for the show.
Oh boy.
I don't know if it's subbed though.
Oh god. Okay. Copyright is stupid, and I hate it.
So you want to talk about Capital Combat now?
Sure. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, because I did not watch Zenkaiju this week because I got busy with stuff.
I need to watch the rest of Dino Fury because there aren't that many more episodes.
Oh yeah, I think because they finally got released on Netflix, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
All right.
Although, question for Hasbro: why is it still only the newest shit and the oldest shit, not the other shit? You own it all, don't you? Right?
I
you got all the rights, right?
I want to say so.
Then why is it not all on fucking Netflix? It was already on there before. Like, what the hell?
Maybe, maybe it's. I assume. I want to say some kind of rights issues, but involving the music.
Ah, God, the fucking music. Anyway,
because I know they had some issues with like that in DVD releases, I think. But okay. Anyways, so
let's talk about wrestling.
Okay, so so let's time travel all the way back to May 19th, 1990.
21 years ago.
Exactly. You want to know what was coming out around this time?
RoboCop 2.
Yes, a little film called RoboCop 2. And
the last good RoboCop movie.
At this time, I believe WCW was
in the shitter.
Exactly. It was in the shitter. Was this when Jim Horde?
Yes.
Yeah, the Pizza Hut executive.
Pizza Hut executive who fired Ric Flair.
And
then brought him back later in the year.
Yeah, and then also basically killed the cruiserweight division because he said, "Oh, you can't get out of the ring," or something like that. Was it you can't throw your opponent over the top rope?
Yes, because this is wrestling, where that's not allowed. Of course.
Exactly.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah, but since
that's like if the guy who owns Pizza Hut said you can't have stuffed crust. Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously.
At this time, WCW, I believe, was either starting or already was partnered with Total, and that's how he got the RoboCop 2 promotion.
Yes.
They want
Turner made them do this.
Yeah, which I would say is a lot better than them just wanting to shamelessly plug fucking RoboCop. Like if this was like when WWE did the same thing with the fucking zombies and Army of Dead. Remember that shit?
No.
It happened like 2 months ago. The film.
Oh, it's because Batista was in it.
Yeah, Batista was in it, and they just had the zombies from the film, and like they
So we get zombies, but we don't get cars. Damn it.
Yeah.
John Cena should have had more leeway. Damn it.
I want. We need to recreate the moment where Alberto Del Rio returns to the company and runs over Santa to promote Fast and the Furious 9.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, let's just get to the fucking show. So,
First match.
Okay, we open up with a 6-man tag. Bam Bam Bigelow, Kevin Sullivan, and Cactus Jack versus Norman the Lunatic and the Road Warriors.
5 out of 6 good workers. Not a good match.
And then, of course, Norman the Lunatic. He's Mike Shaw. I believe he was known as. Oh God, he had a ton of fucking gimmicks. Cousin Mike, Big Ben Schulp, Bastion Booger.
He's Bastion Booger.
Yeah, he's Master. Yeah.
Well, he's done worse.
Shrako Norm, Fryo Ferguson. I don't want to say he rivals Ed Leslie in terms of.
What is gimmicks. It with 90s wrestling and having like 50 goddamn gimmicks? Like, remember the trainer who was with Goldberg at like the very end of WCW?
Oh, the one
that
has
like 5 different fucking gimmicks.
Oh yeah.
And he's a trainer at the power plant. Like, good.
I guess because like at the time WWF's big success claim to fame was they were kind of cartoony, over the top.
Anyone remember Jack Boot?
No.
Of course not.
I guess because the main reason is because WWF's big claim to fame was having all these characters and like big over the top cartoony personalities. And
oh yeah, how'd that go for you? Not so well, did it?
For most other places, yeah.
Let's see. Name one that did well. The Undertaker. That's it.
Well,
Name another one. I dare you.
Dusty Rhodes, maybe?
That's not a fucking character. That's Dusty fucking Rhodes.
Fuck.
Gotcha.
The Bushwhackers, they still get work.
Damn it.
Jim Duggan?
Ew. Is he even a character?
He's patriotic, that's his character. He loves America.
Oh!
Okay,
can we actually talk about the fucking show, please?
Okay, we'll talk about the match. So,
okay, this is stupid, and they end with a fucking legal man syndrome.
Yeah,
God damn it.
A lot of the show has this kind of issue where like the legal man is not in the ring and the wrong person's pinning them. Also, when they make their entrances, the Road Warriors enter out in motorcycles, but Norman comes out in a scooter.
Oh wow!
Which I thought was
what a great depiction of the mentally impaired.
Yeah,
isn't it great?
If you're wondering how it ended,
well, it's better than Eugene.
If you're wondering how it ended, the match ended when Hawk tried jumping off the top rope, and then he striked Kevin Sullivan with a flying clothesline. And
the term is struck.
Oh, struck.
He struck him.
Oh,
continue.
My bad. And then he got the pinfall.
You said it twice, anyway.
Oh, okay.
R.I.P. to both of the Road Warriors. Moving on.
Alright, so then we get a match featuring...
Right? Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, I mean, both Road Warriors are dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sad days. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, so, next match features Johnny Ace, otherwise known as the person that CM Punk really fucking hated in his last few years in the company.
And, John Laurinaitis.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I thought John Laurinaitis was Johnny Ace.
He is.
Yeah, okay. And then versus Mean Mark Callis.
Speaking of The Undertaker.
Yeah. This is the first
Ginger Man here.
I think this is the first time we've encountered The Undertaker on the show.
Ooh. But he's not quite The Undertaker.
Yeah, because all the other shows we did were like 2008 WCW, 2005 TNA, 2001 WWA, and then fucking ICP. Which had an Undertaker, but not The Undertaker.
Granted, they're both tall as fuck.
Yeah.
Why are these fuckers so tall? How do people get this fucking tall? How does this fucking work?
I don't know.
What the fuck is genetics?
The match goes. I thought it was actually pretty good. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Johnny Ace, but of course I like.
He's an okay wrestler, shit manager.
Yeah, he kind of fucking had a terrible eye for talent during the Ruthless Aggression era.
If you're wondering why there were so many jobbers in that era, blame him.
He gave us Pirate Paul Burchill.
He gave us Kizarni.
He gave us Kenzo Suzuki.
Oh god. He gave us Hirohito.
No, that was Kenzo Suzuki.
Oh. He gave us him again.
He gave us Kenzo Suzuki, who was originally going to be like a reincarnation of.
He was going to be
World War II, right?
Yes, he was going to be a reincarnation from that guy.
And then
he was also going to be a. He was also going to be a Yakuza member, but that didn't go over so well.
And then Heidenreich was going to be an unfrozen Nazi.
Honestly, it would have made it more interesting.
Oh, imagine if he did that on the Indies.
Oh god.
Okay, all right. So it actually goes pretty good. You know, I like Mulk. I think fucking.
He is the one for a reason.
Yeah.
He's the phenom.
I
right?
wouldn't say I wouldn't
Phenom.
say that exactly he's in his prime yet. I think when he finally got the Undertaker in the draft, that's when he started really getting good. Also, one thing that I find kind of weird, Teddy Long is his manager.
Ooh,
Teddy
the SmackDown trifecta.
Actually, yeah. Oh, yeah, because, oh my god, this match really is the fucking SmackDown in 2007 or 2006.
Yeah.
Because you got Johnny Ace, who was behind the scenes. You got Undertaker, who like wrestles like every night back then, and then you got Teddy Long, who's the general manager. Holy shit!
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Johnny Ace. Not Johnny Ace.
And I think one of the announcers said these guys are the future of wrestling. Calling you shot there, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, well, Johnny Ace, not so much.
He kind of was.
Yeah.
For a little while there.
For a little while, he had his people.
The Undertaker, on the other hand.
Yeah. Remember when, like, fucking Greg, who was it that said that Mulk wouldn't get over because he had red hair? I mean,
some dumbass, I don't know.
I think it was for the AWA. So, fucking Von.
Gagne?
Yeah, Greg Von.
Greg Gagne. It's with G. Gagne.
Thank you. It ends when Mean Mulk hits Ace with a Hulk punch, followed by Ace. I'm reading this directly off the Wikipedia.
Now he's got this heart punch, and 2 men have died from this heart punch.
Is that what they said on commentary?
No, that's a different guy. But the heart punch has apparently killed some people.
Oh my god!
At some point, not really. Don't act like it's real. It's some fucking promo shit that I heard somewhere.
Little did you know that's not kayfabe in action.
Oh shit!
Okay. It eventually ends when Callis climbs the turnbuckles and then walks across the top rope top rope and hits an elbow drop on Ace.
It is kind of cool to see like a guy do the high flying.
Yeah, that's the
Slamometer.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
It's an 8 on the Slamometer. Never comes back.
Okay, so I want to talk about this real quick. The Slamometer is the stupidest fucking thing, and I love it.
You think? That's like one of those stupid stop motion cartoons.
Okay. Also, I apologize for Justin's audio because Justin, right now you sound like a robot on my end.
Well, you're gonna fix that.
Yeah. Okay.
Or just deal with it. I don't fucking know.
I
goes far away, but.
If there's one thing AEW needs to bring back from the ghost of WCW, it's the Slamometer. I want an entire episode of Dynamite dedicated to the Slamometer.
Isn't Dynamite dumb enough?
Yeah, but like this, it's gonna really draw in those 3 viewers, man. Okay, then we get the Samoan SWAT team taking on the team of Tommy Rich and Mike Rotunda.
Did you know that the Young Bucks came out to Mbop?
Yeah. I watched the Indie days. Why?
Anyway, continue.
Okay. Anyways, Mike Rotunda, of course, would later be known as iOS in WWF.
Good for him.
Along with Fatu being later known as Rikishi.
So, are Samoans, yes.
Yeah. And it's an okay match. Like, it's just kind of there. I mean, it goes on for like it goes on for 18 minutes. I think this is the longest match of the card. Oh my God! It's the fourth longest. Oh my.
Really?
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, this match clocks in at 17:54. The longest match clocks in at 20 minutes 20 seconds.
Wow.
In order it go fourth longest one. My bad. No, wait. No, third. It's the third longest match. This match has a lot of long tag team matches, which, as somebody who isn't the biggest fan of like early '90s wrestling, it was kind of hard for me to get through this.
Well, like, I don't know. It's like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we get a comedy match.
Oh God.
I assume it's a comedy match. I assume so. It's Paul Ellering versus Teddy Long. In a Hale versus
I
Hale
think
match.
it's funny that you have two guys who have like
They have like
maybe
-1 Hale.
They don't have a lot of hair, so how is this a hair match?
Eventually it's just Paul Ellering beats Teddy Long. It was nothing. It could have.
And then they like shave him a little bit. They don't shave him all the way.
Also, I believe in this show we get a lot of promos from the wrestlers in between segments.
Because those are always great.
Actually, yeah. I mean, I thought the promos here were okay.
The kind of promos that they practice a couple times because it's not live.
Yeah, I know. No, these promos were done live though, because you saw the crowd in the background.
You realize that could probably be done with green screen, right?
I mean,
Okay, if not live, maybe like in the back while it was happening, so like they'd still like not be in front of the crowd while doing it. They're not in the ring.
yeah, but this was aired live, so I mean, I don't know.
Also took place during Memorial Day, so we probably should have done this a month ago. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, Cody Rhodes was too big. Cody Rhodes was too big entering with his stupid ass entrance that made him look like the father.
Entrance stupid, gear amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so the fourth match of the night was wrong one. This is fifth match. Okay, so what next match is Midnight Express taking on Brian Pillman and Tom Zink.
It's your boy.
Brian Pillman? Or Zink?
Him too.
It's
wrestling's grandpa himself.
yeah. It's actually I think it's actually a pretty good match in my opinion. I'm not.
Wasn't he put in a cage?
Tom.
Or is that next?
That had to be next because
When was Jim Cornette put in the cage?
I think that was in the Rock and Roll Express match.
Different Express. Shit. Anyway.
Yeah, because yeah.
Is this pre or post Hollywood Blonde?
Pre Hollywood Blondes, because Steve Austin
Okay.
wasn't in the company at the time, I think, or if he was, he wasn't interacting with Brian Pillman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
Tag team match.
Yeah. Actually, no, I was wrong. This is the match with the Jim Cornette being stuck into the thing.
Aha.
Yeah. Seeing Jim Cornette stuck in a tiny cage is very funny to me, in my opinion, though.
Why?
It just is.
Why?
You know those kind of things where, like, you can't really explain it, but, like, you know that they're really fucking
It's
funny?
just a chubby man in a fucking cage. What is so funny about that?
I wish he was mic'd. So you could just hear him.
you could hear him go on a rant about how stupid this is.
You could hear him just trying to bury the entire roster except for his team.
And fuck RoboCop.
Okay. Yeah, so he's actually pretty good. Brian Pillman's Tom Zink. I'm not sure if they're probably that well acting. They put the belts on them.
It's Brian Pillman. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, of course.
Good.
Yeah, and Midnight.
Once
Express
again, R.I.P.
Yeah, it sucks.
Anyway,
So it match goes on for 20 minutes before eventually the Midnight Express win the tag belts.
Nice.
Okay, so then we get. Oh my God, we get the thing. The show is it's best for. You fucking ready for RoboCop, Justin? Are you ready for RoboCop?
I'm ready.
Okay, so what's been happening in WC at the time is I think Sting was injured at the time.
Sting got accidentally injured, and then, well, they were going to put the belt on him because they got Ric Flair out of it, and they haven't done that yet because he got injured, so now we're doing this.
Yeah, so then what happened was they were like, okay, we need Sting to still be on television, to get a draw. But how are we going to do that? Enter RoboCop.
Enter a stupid plug.
Yes, exactly. The Four Horsemen came to ringside and attacked Sting as he was making his way to, I believe, do a promo. And then they locked him into the steel cage that Jim Cornette was previously in. And then RoboCop comes down.
And he bends the bars. And that's it.
And that's it. That's all RoboCop does. RoboCop, you can fucking just kill the Four Horsemen right there and solve their entire issues. But no, you just bend the fucking ropes. Thanks, RoboCop.
He sure does return for 5 seconds.
He does, and that's RoboCop for you. That's all he does.
Yep.
Next match. Okay. So, we get a tag team match between the Rock and Roll Express and the Freeboards, this particularly Michael Hayes and Jimmy Galvin. And it was billed as a corporal punishment match, which means that each team was given a leather strap to use.
Invoking great imagery here.
Yeah, because in the commentary, Jim Ross and Bob Calder, they mentioned, they reflect of how they loved used to be beaten by their dads.
Stop
when they
it.
were kids.
Stop it.
It's what they say.
Just, how was this cool in the PG-ish era of the 90s? Fuck.
I don't know. Different cultural standards at the time. Okay.
This ain't the fucking Attitude Era. It's shit.
Anyways, of course, Freeboards and Rock and Roll Express are both very great teams, and they do very good wrestling stuff. I liked them here. I thought they were great. Eventually, I do admit, though, the straps didn't really need to be here. They felt like if you were to take
If they weren't here, we wouldn't get this stupid commentary.
I felt like they could have been taken out, and you would have really missed nothing.
Also, who's the other guy in this commentary team?
Bob Caudle.
Who the fuck is that?
Bob Caudle, he was primarily working in the late 50s for Jim Crockett, and then also in the 70s and 80s again. I think he was, he's kind of one of the old school announcers on the show.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, of course, this match, like I said, they did good wrestling. But it's just kind of, I felt like if you want to give something like this, but actually use the stipulation more, make it a no DQ match or something.
What, you think if they aren't allowed to go over the top row, they're gonna let it be a no DQ? Huh.
Yeah. You need to go to fucking old school NWA for that stuff.
Next.
Okay. Next match. Oh, actually, hold on. We actually want to talk about something, cause oh wait, no, this. Fuck, I forgot. When does Junkyard Dog show up? Was it after this?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, so what happened was I believe it was Jim Cornette comes out. He starts.
Oh
talking
yes,
shit.
yes.
Yeah. He starts talking shit, and then the bad News Brown comes out. And he eventually says something like, he says some sort of area code, and Jim Cornette's like, "Hey, that's my house." And then Bad News Brown's like, "Yeah, because I'm fucking your dad and fucking your mother."
It's he says the address in Kentucky, and he's like, "Wait a minute, that's my mother's house."
Yeah.
Jim Cornette.
Yeah, I like Jim Cornette is a lot of things. He's a great fucking heel, though.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Hell, he's probably the biggest heel in wrestling right now.
Oh yeah,
He's
of
a
all
fucking
time.
asshole.
Yeah. Okay.
At least to people who don't like him.
Yeah. So, alright. Then we get another tag team championship match because remember at this time there was 2 tag team championships before previously there was the United States tag titles and now here they're wrestling for the World Tag Team titles. NWA.
So this predates the SmackDown and Raw ones
Yeah.
by like 30 years.
Admittedly, honestly, unless you have a brand split, I think having the 2 versions of the same title is pointless. You know, it just kind of. I feel like it might devalue one over the other. Anyways.
I mean, you could say that for the regular, like, normal belts, too. It's like, do you need a U.S. title?
Yeah.
Or a European title, or other shit?
I guess if it's a situation where, like, you need the lower called guys to do something, it's something, but
Yeah.
Okay, it's Doom. Take Doom, which is Butch Reed and Ron Simmons, the future Farouk, taking on the Steiner brothers. Scott Steiner and the one everyone forgets about, Rick Steiner.
The one who had a feud with Chucky.
Oh yeah. They do some brawling in the outside at first, and they primarily keep it in the ring.
Was that just a promo, or was that like an actual match?
It was an actual match. It went on for 19 minutes.
How? He's a doll.
Oh! I thought you were talking about this match. The Chucky versus Rick Steiner thing. That was a promo.
Okay, good.
This is the match. The match we're talking about right now went on for 19 minutes.
Good God, does it all have to go on for so long?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say it's to get your money's worth. However,
length doesn't make up for cost.
Yeah, if
as
you're going
any
to
woman of the night will tell you.
If you're going to do a long match, you gotta pack it into some, like, really interesting stuff.
You know, like an Iron Man match that's like
Yeah.
an hour long and has 2 of the best wrestlers in the business.
Yeah.
And, it's awesome. Anyway.
Indeed. It's a pretty okay match, it's there.
That is this pay-per-view in a nutshell. It exists.
Like, I know...
That's about it.
Admittedly, a part of it, for me, is because I'm just not that big into this era of wrestling.
This era of wrestling is very boring.
Yeah. I'm more used to, like,
the modern era.
Modern era and mid-2000s style of wrestling. Or just,
But it's like...
Even the stuff that Japan
like
was booking
this
at the time.
This isn't bad enough to warrant, like, mentioning anything. It just kind of exists.
Yeah.
This isn't Bash at the Beach 2K bad.
Yeah. Although with Bash at the Beach 2000, you could argue that it's so bad it's entertaining.
Yes.
So yeah. Anyways, the Doom eventually defeats them after hitting Rick Steiner in the back, and Reed then pins him.
The Bulldog has been hit in the back.
Then we get the Steel Cage match, which is actually a pretty good match, all things considered. It is a Steel Cage match for the NWA title. Ric Flair defending his title against Lex Luger. I think Lex Luger's okay. Like, as a worker, I think he's okay.
Right now.
Yeah. Of course. Well, really, his peak was when he yelled in front of a camera for an indie fed in the mid 2000s, and said,
I don't know.
Your t-shirts are too tight, Billy.
I'm sick of this.
Super Brawl Saturday. Okay. Anyhow.
Also, the interviewers were like attire during that.
looking like Michael Hayes 2000. Like, kind of just stepped into a fucking time warp for what he looks like what the 1960s imagined the 2010s would be. So the cage is actually
remember Techno Team 2000?
Oh, I do, of course, yeah.
And Vince McMahon thought people would be dressing like that
in
like 2 years from
yeah.
now. Fuck.
I just want to mention something. When I was watching this, I thought, the cage looks a bit bigger than I expected. And that's because it's actually not like most other wrestling cages. See, when they're doing a traditional cage match, it covers just the ring. It doesn't cover the
Well, like-
outside of the ring. This one's more like the Hell in a Cell, both out the ceiling.
Okay, so a cage is the smaller one, the cell is the bigger one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But cells also have a roof.
Yeah, they have a roof and are traditionally more bigger. You can definitely see the difference if you like look side to side.
Right.
But over here, it's a typical old school brawl. Flair, of course, gets bloodied because, of course, he does. It's Ric fucking Flair.
Oh, that blonde hair.
Yeah. Lex Luger looks pretty good in heel, even if at the end of the day, we probably would. I think most people thought, Flair was going to retain. Weirdly enough,
if you had an insider's view, you wouldn't think that.
Weirdly enough, Flair's manager, woman, she was allowed in the cage for some weird reason.
Odd.
Yeah.
Shout out to woman, by the way.
Oh yeah. Fucking awesome. So eventually, later on in the match, when the referee checks that woman isn't trying to interfere in the match. What happens is
And by the way, we aren't forgetting the person's name. That's just what she's called.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why she was just named Woman. I guess...
90s?
Well, late 80s, I guess.
I guess late 80s, technically 90s now, but anyway.
Yeah, eventually Woman
We all know who she is. We're not going to mention it.
Eventually she gets...
But you know who you are.
Yeah, eventually she gets ejected from the ring after trying to getting involved, and that causes Flair to be in a vulnerable position and get put into the total rack submission, and then I believe because in order for Woman to leave, the cage had to be raised up, so Barry Windham enters into the ring and attacks Luger, and yeah, it's a DQ finish. A DQ finish at a fucking pay-per-view.
Lex Luger seems to have a trend with that, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He always seems to have this thing where, like, he doesn't win. He wins big matches, but not in meaningful ways. Like in SummerSlam.
He doesn't get the title.
Yeah, like in SummerSlam '94, I think it was when he won the main event, but by count out, so it doesn't matter. And he
starts waving the flag and getting carried by everybody and all the fucking balloons. Like, dude, you didn't win.
Oh, you know what's so funny about that? There was this bit on like WWF Superstars where Vince was interviewing Lex Luger, and they gave him the belt to do his entrance in, and Vince is like, "Wow, that looks really good on you." It's so sad. It's like, oh, you'll never get to actually wear it to the ring, but pretend you have it for a second, bud.
Oh, good God. Okay.
Okay.
Is that the main event? Are we done now?
Well, there was. How could you forget about the ending of this pay-per-view? It ends when Sting comes out to help fight the Four Horsemen. And you want to know who joins him?
Sure.
El Gigante. Remember?
The Giant.
The Giant, yes. The otherwise known as... who the fuck is this man? I mean, I know who he is, but like...
Giant Gonzalez.
I know he's Giant Gonzalez, but what the fuck is that? He looks like a rejected Mortal Kombat character in that entire...
He's a basketball player.
Yeah. So eventually the match ends with DQ. Then the fucking Four Horsemen attack Lex Luger, Sting, and...
Here's a question for you.
What?
Who was worse, Great Khali or El Gigante?
I'm gonna say El Gigante. Because Great Khali at least could be entertaining.
Can he? In a meaningful way? May I remind you of the Punjabi Players Club?
Yeah, okay, yeah. But, like, his
also, only piece of merch?
I guess, but at least with that is that, like, you could argue that, I would say that Great Khali looked legitimately terrifying.
Oh yeah, and El Gigante didn't kill a guy in the ring, so.
Yeah, but I think fucking what's his name? I think Great Khali actually did. He did slightly better. They're both shit, but
He won the title.
Yeah. At least
It
Great
sucked,
Khali
and he held
did-
it upside down, but he won the title.
At least Great Khali did like things that actually mattered.
Here's the thing. They both prove the stereotype that little guys have to prove they can get over, big guys have to prove they can't. They
Yep.
proved that. And it's still going on today. Don't act like it isn't. Okay.
Alright,
Final thing.
Okay, so Justin, you want to talk about your thing?
Okay. So in the past, we've done a couple of these little draft moments. So we're going to do it a little differently this time. Instead of doing normal characters as normal things in Sentai, we're going to do wrestlers as rangers. Now, I'm just going to ask you the different categories because it'll be quicker.
Okay.
So let's start simple. Red Ranger.
Okay.
Who out of the entire spectrum of wrestling would you want to be your Red Ranger?
Who would I want to be my Red Ranger? I am going to pick. Now my original pick was going to be Muda, but I actually thought about, no, I don't want to do that. Instead, I'm going to say Eddie Kingston.
All right.
Yeah. I feel
Eddie
like he
Kingston.
could be a good leader. He just kind of strikes me as that guy, you know?
Mhm.
And I assume we're going to be saying, out of all, like, we're not factoring in, like, specific time periods. We're not factoring in only from people that are currently wrestling.
Yes, this is current.
Yeah. Okay, so let's, so whole time scale. Yeah.
Eddie Kingston. All right. Blue.
Blue, it is going for me. I'm gonna say, Ultraman is black. He
Alright.
still wrestles. I feel like he's a great second in command, and even though he's a better villain than he is a hero,
I think he would make a good knowledge guy.
a
in
good
this
mentor.
situation. Well, like he would make a good guy in the team who knows more about
so
Sentai stuff.
So like the Billy, or
Kind of.
what's his the dude from Megaforce, Noah.
Maybe the Ziggy, he calls out the tropes and shit.
Ah,
Like that?
yes.
He could be the Ziggy of the group.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, moving on. Yellow.
Okay, yellow. Now, could this be male or female?
Both ways. Because
Okay.
yellow is bisexual.
Okay.
Mm.
For yellow, I am going to pick. Let's be Jeff Hardy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy. I know that it's kind of the young, plucky up and comer, even though Jeff is like.
It's 40, isn't he?
Let's say this is 2000 Jeff Hardy, like when he's reaching his peak in the WWF.
Jeff Hardy is 43.
Yeah. Oh God.
So, this is not so sober Jeff Hardy.
Yes, this is Jeff Hardy. Like this is Intercontinental title, forced Intercontinental title reign. Feud with Edge and Christian. Kind of at his peak of the peak of his like early popularity is like forced run of WWE. That
Peak
Jeff Hardy.
popularity, peak drugs. Anyway. Okay, fourth. Do you want a green or a black?
Green. And okay, for green,
Uh-huh.
I wanted to do a female choice, but I actually have in mind another person. Shelton Benjamin.
Really?
Yeah.
Shelton.
He is.
Benjamin.
I always think he's a really fucking underrated worker that nobody talks about, even though he should.
That is true.
Yeah.
True.
And I know I probably should have another female thing, but like instead of just one.
If Dino Charge can do it, who cares?
Yeah.
Alright, pink.
Pink. I'm going to pick Kana, otherwise known as Asuka.
Okay. That's nice. That's good. Good. Alright, so we've got the main five. Who do you want as your sixth?
My sixth is going to be I'm gonna pick because we have a lot of high flyers, I'm gonna pick somebody else. I'm going to pick Mike Awesome.
And what would his color be?
His color would probably be gold.
Ah, going the Toei route.
Exactly, yeah. Originally I was gonna say Sting, because I kind of want somebody to represent, like, the old NWA style, but, like, at the same time, Mike Awesome's fucking Mike Awesome. He is awesome.
Now, do you want to include any other colors?
I'll include, one more for the, I'll include a white female ranger, if you don't mind, you. And, and I know who it's gonna be. It is going to be Nyla Rose. Kind of like an anti-hero of sorts, because she can kind of be that cool in that role.
I am intrigued to see what she does with Britt Baker.
Oh yeah, because this is kind of a heel versus heel type rivalry they're doing in AEW right now.
I mean, like, it's kind of like one of them is the snotty bitch, and the other one's the one that you have to root for because she's the better of two evils.
Yeah, pretty much.
But like, yeah, Nyla Rose. Okay, so, and who do you want as your like old guy?
As the mentor?
Yes, the old guy.
Who I was gonna do the mentor, who I was going to originally pick as the Red Ranger, the Great Muta.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
member of the Dark Carnival himself. Yeah.
It's still amazing how they got him in there.
Now, this is going to take a little bit longer because what mechs would you choose for each of these guys?
That's hard. Do I have to say, like, specific vehicles, and, like, or can I just, like, use a one from, like, another Sentai?
Yeah, I'll go with the second thing.
Okay. I am going to go with a bit of a classic because I don't see many that'll just this. Do you know Battle Fever J's mecha?
Battle Robo?
Battle Robo, yes.
Okay.
Where it's just something in the style of that, where it's just one giant robot that they all pilot instead of one combining one.
Huh.
Because I think that's the only Sentai that really does that.
Well,
That
like,
doesn't combine.
kind of.
Yeah.
Because, like, the early ones only had a couple of pieces. They didn't have an all five kind of one.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, Battle Fever was that was the first one to have a match. Like,
Yes,
they didn't
because
think,
that
let's have five.
Yeah,
Like,
because that was right after Toei Spider-Man released, and they had it
Yes.
back, and that was super popular.
Yes. All right. So, who would you want as like a heel faction? Like, who do you want to be your bad guys?
Ah, okay. Alright, so firstly, I know who my red's gonna be. It's gonna be Chris Jericho, like, for the heel red team. I always feel like Jericho can do a better fucking heel thing.
He's a great heel. Great
Yeah.
heel.
Pretty much. For the
Although right now he's not technically the heel, is he?
he's kind of a tweener, more babyface, if anything.
I mean, 'cause it's like MJF is the main bad guy,
Yeah.
which is awesome. But anyway.
Yeah.
All
For
right, next.
Pentagon Junior for my blue.
Penta Junior.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always feel like if we get Pentagon Junior that likes to murder people, that is the best version of Pentagon Junior.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
For my, I'm gonna do green male this time. Well, I still did green male, but I am going to pick. Fuck, I forgot his name. God, I just
Really?
thought of it. Somebody who. I'm gonna say Taz.
Taz for green. Okay.
Yeah. Taz for green.
Did you want a yellow or?
Yeah, I'll do yellow. Let's do female yellow this time. Let's have it be. I'm trying to think of some really good. Okay. Heel Lita.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, particularly like, you know, when like she partnered with Edge in like 2005. That Lita.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Red,
then
blue, green, yellow. Okay. Did
then
you?
pink. I'm gonna do one more
Yes.
female one. it's gonna be... Who would be a good... I know. Victoria.
Hmm.
Yeah. Victoria is a good pick.
Okay. And did you want a mech for them as well?
Yes, the mech is going to be... I gotta think about this. What's the Go Busters one? The one from Go Busters. Or
The
Beast
3
Motors.
one?
Yeah, the 3 one.
The
I'll
one with
say,
like the... I don't know what the name of it is, just the Dough Busters one.
yeah, we'll say that 2 of them hold in one mecha, and then
Yeah, that can work.
Jericho has the single one because he's Jericho.
Yeah. So your main team has 7, and your heels have 5. Did you
Yeah.
want like another one for that?
I'll add
or
2
no?
more. I'll add 2 more. They're gonna be a black and a silver duo. They're gonna be-
Contrast.
Yes, they are going to be a tag team. In fact, you want to know who they're gonna be?
Who?
The Dudley Boys.
Ooh, Team 3D.
Yeah, Team 3D
Let's see, that's Devon Dudley
and Bubba Ray.
and Bubba Ray Dudley. Is it Ray with an E or A?
It is. I think it's Ray.
All right, yeah, Bubba Ray.
You
Dudley.
can always just put Bully Ray.
It would be cool, to have like Spike Dudley as like their little weedy guy. You know, like they all have the little
The
pet
henchman.
dude, the henchman guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that guy, like Nord. Anyway.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, so that will do for that. I think I wrote yours down. I'm not gonna write mine down because it's kind of fluid. For Red, like Cena, he's like.
Oh shit. Can you repeat that? Because you kind of went out on my end.
Damn it. Okay. Like as a Red, I think I want a guy who's more the main guy. Like I want more of a Red. I put it on Cena.
So you're gonna pick Cena for this?
Cena or Roman. One of the two.
I would say Cena because I mean, like I feel like Roman always works better as a heel. Because right now the stuff he's doing in SmackDown's awesome.
For blue, I'd probably take like Cody. Cody would work great as a blue. He's got the experience on him, and he's like
the plucky
got
young
it.
upstart, you know, that kind of guy.
For the yellow, I'd probably pick like. Yellow's usually normally a tomboy. I would have Ripley in there.
Ripley. We have
That'd probably
Ripley.
be a good choice, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I would go with black because I prefer Black Rangers to Green Rangers. Green's always like that weird color to me.
Yeah, I guess. As
But
in he's always
for-
kind of the quirky one. In
Yeah, he's the
Sentai.
quirky one. I like more of a serious show, and you know. So for the black, I'd probably get. That wouldn't work. I'll go with. Hold on a second.
Who would be a good like cocky black ranger? I would.
Well, like when you think cocky guys in modern wrestling, you get the New Day, but I don't want to make the New Day the Black Ranger.
Oh god.
That would be fucked up.
You don't want to repeat the same mistakes that Power Rangers did twice.
Although, technically, like, when Xavier was wearing the Power Rangers gear, he was based on the Gold Ranger, who was mostly black. But, anyway. Did they do that twice?
Yeah, Operation Overdrive and the original MPL.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Anyway. I'm trying to think. Which one of the Young Bucks is more cocky?
I want to say I think it's Max, the one that Matt is the one that talks more.
You're
Forgot which one.
thinking Generation Me names over there.
Yeah, yeah. I was doing some research in the TNA's X division, and I saw Max Buck.
Yeah,
You know.
it's Max and Patrick. I think it is
Max and Jeremy.
Jeremy. Okay, so yeah, I would put Max as Matt Buck.
Yeah.
I don't know, when you say their names individually, they sound weird, but yeah, Matt would be my Black Ranger. And then I need one more, and it would probably be...
A female.
Yeah? We still haven't gotten that male Pink Ranger, by the way.
Yeah.
Still ain't done that.
Well,
Although they did...
in the
They
comics.
did do it... They did do it in fuck. Pirate
Tokyo
Sentai. Pirate Sentai. God damn it.
I was gonna
The
say
fuck?
Tokujo technically did it.
What the fuck is their name?
Uh,
Why am I blanking on this? Gokaiger. Damn it.
Gokaijo.
They did that for one episode.
They also did that for
They did the Tokuger thing
yeah,
too.
Tokujo, because the whole thing was swapping colors.
But damn it, what kind of... I would go with, like, Face Bailey, I guess.
Yeah.
Seems like that kind of person. Yeah. Not like mean Bailey. Maybe that could be like a storyline, but nice Bailey.
Where she
Hug
defects
Bailey.
to the other team.
Okay, so that's the main 5. For a 6th, I'd want to go with a white, because I don't want silver or gold, because snore.
Yeah.
But for a white, you could probably get... We'll go with your idea. I'll go with Sting. Sting sounds like the right idea.
Ah, yes.
You know, do like an Udana thing, right? Like he's the Grandpa Ranger.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I just realized who my original pick for the heel team was when I was struggling to. It was originally going to be Hallowicked.
Ah.
Because,
Ah.
you know, of course, Ultraman is black and Hallowicked, they're two, like, mortal enemies. They like,
Yeah.
always feud with each other.
Weren't they like friends for one time?
They alternate between friends and enemies. Like, sometimes it's because they're enemies because Hallowicked's usually a face and Ultraman is naturally a heel. Other times they're
So
both
that's-
heels because Hallowicked once hypnotized Ultraman as black.
Yeah. At 6 for a mentor, I'd probably go with, like... Oh yeah,
Who?
makes a great mentor. Dustin Rhodes makes a great mentor.
Oh, fuck yeah, Dustin.
Yeah, he would do great in that situation. I'll stop at Mech because this is getting long.
Yeah.
So, Mech, I'm always partial to the Mystic Force Mech, even though the colors are off, but who cares?
I just like the giant hat it comes with.
Yeah, got a nice big wizard hat.
Yeah, yeah. So I think
Wings.
that's it for tonight.
All right. So once you stop the recording, can we discuss what we're doing next time?
Yeah, sure. Let me just say goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
All right, bye. See you guys next time. And
Whenever the fuck that is.
we just talked about Capital Combat 90 and Ultraman Z.
Zed.
Z. Fuck that name.